in this elimination round of the Region 4 Section 1 semifinals, as we had the number 2 seed, the 9-2 Tug Valley Panthers, taking on the 9-3 number 3 seed Tolsia Rebels. Chris Kidd here with you, along with me Nathan Bush, Terry Buckley, our engineer in the WVOW studios, with Garrett Lester, our engineer on video productions, and Emma Gardner, our camera operator on video productions. And we saw game 1 tonight, Nathan, with Man running away from the Sherman Tide 66-38 after a contentious first half with Sherman holding the ball, and Man able to finally creep out to a little bit of a lead, but then in the third and fourth quarter was able to run away, forcing 22 turnovers.
Yeah, and we saw that, Chris, with a Man High team who came in heavily favored, but that first half I think may have put a little scare into them a little bit and woke them up, because they came out in the second half looking like a completely different ball club. Now we see the Mingo County rivals will take on each other. You check out if you're on video productions, our bracket. You see the Man Hillbillies have moved on. And what a beautiful bracket, by the way.
I
I'm going to
agree.
point that out. Garrett Lester doing a great job. You give himself the old Barry Horowitz pat on the back there. And you see Tug Valley 9-2, Tolsia 9-3. These are two of the top 10 in Class Single A. So one section produces 3 of the top 10 in the entire state. And it's unfortunate because one of these two teams, which in my opinion deserve a trip to the state tournament, are not going to get to do that.
Yeah, and these two teams only met once in the regular season, and it was Tug Valley coming away with an 87-72 win at Tolsia on that evening. It was tied at the end of the first quarter at 20 apiece, and then Tug Valley outscored Tolsia 13-3 in the second quarter whenever Tolsia had a tough time handling that 2-2-1 press that Tug Valley sprung on them. Only shot 1 of 15 in that quarter, and then they outscored them in the third quarter 27-19 to Tug Valley, and that was the game where they started to run away at that point. But in the first quarter, they traded the lead 6 times and was tied 8 times. So you do see these teams loving to get up and down the floor against one another, going to see probably a high volume of shots, high volume of offense in this game. Unlike what we saw the first game, I don't think you're going to see either one of these teams come out and hold the ball. They want to get out and run and gun.
Yeah, they do, and I think that might be the advantage of Tug Valley. Also, West Virginia history teacher's son here, Tulsa's in Wayne County. My fault.
It's in the same area.
I don't travel Route 52 very often, so I apologize for that little slip up there. My apologies. But these are two very good ball clubs. No matter where they're from, they're two very good ball clubs, and this is going to be a fun game tonight. I think Tug Valley, a faster pace, favors the Panthers a little more than it does the Rebels. I think if you're Tolsia here, Chris, you know, maybe you do come out and try to hold the ball a little bit. Maybe try to take this and turn it into a half-court game, because we've only seen one team really get out and run with Tug Valley, and that was the Man Hillbillies, and they were able to do it with their length. Otherwise, Tug Valley has really played a great season so far, but don't count Tolsia out. They had a huge win over Huntington, a 1-point win at Huntington, and that's something that does not happen very often.
Yeah, I was going to say a single-A team going in and beating a 4A school like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It had to give Todd Maynard's club a big boost of confidence before coming in here tonight. And like you said, the only losses that they've had on the year, they lost to Tug Valley on March 16th, 87-72, lost to Man 64-41, and then had an overtime loss to South Harrison 69-68. Other than that, they've been unblemished across the board. And for Tug Valley's Garland Thompson club, again, this is a program that's steeped in history. They've not had a losing season since 2005-2006, and would have made the state, or would have played in the state tournament last year after they beat Parkersburg Catholic in the regional final. But obviously, with everything that happened following that, they didn't get a chance to compete. And it's a Tolsia club that had been down for several years after having some really good teams, but now it appears that they are back in full force. And these are two teams that, you know, the old saying, they don't have any love lost between them.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be a highly contentious game, and we've got a really big crowd on hand for it here tonight.
That we do. And remember, Chris, back, I don't know if you remember this, but back in when I was in high school, I think 2007 was the year, back when every Muncie in Tulsa played for the Rebels. They were one of the toughest teams going, and them and Logan had some battles here at Willie Acres Arena, and I remember going to Huntington for that sectional game. That was really a barn burner up there. So I'm looking forward to this one, looking forward to seeing the tradition of Southern West Virginia basketball just here on display, not just today, but all week long here, as this is a high school basketball fan's Christmas right now.
And good news for you, they do have a Jesse Muncie in the starting lineup.
There's always one. There's always one.
Well, it's time now for our Logan Regional Medical Center keys to the game. And what did you see as the big key tonight for both these clubs, Nathan?
I think Tug Valley, if you want to win this one, you got to come out and you got to try to speed the game up and play it at your pace. And you don't want to try and take unnecessary shots. You want to try and get out early and get a lead. If you're Tolsia, you like to run, you like to play up tempo, but you're going to have to try and slow down Caleb May. You're going to have to try and slow down a lot of these seniors for Tug Valley. And it's going to be interesting to see with both teams the way they play. If you want to come out and win, it probably is going to come down, Chris, to the better defensive effort. So whoever can play the better defense, I think tonight will come away the winner.
Well, those are your Logan Regional Medical Center keys to the game. And the key to your health care is with Logan Regional Medical Center, offering care for every stage of life, from the Women's Center to pediatrics and primary care physicians. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you. Well, Nathan and I will step aside for a 2-minute break, and when we come back, it'll be time for the start of our second semifinal between Tolsia and Tug Valley, as you're listening to and watching the Region 4 Section 1 semifinals right here live on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, and 2020 makes it 45 years of offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They're the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, and Logan with its own crematory. Contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
Let's listen into the national anthem.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose front stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare above bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and
Those are the sweet dulcet tones of Keith White giving us our national anthem here tonight from Willie Acres Arena. doing it for both games this evening. And now we get set for the starting lineups on both sides. As for Tug Valley, it'll be Caleb May, a 5'11 senior, leading scorer on this club. He had 35 points against Tolsia in the first meeting. Then you have Ian Reed, a 6' senior, followed by 6'4" junior Ethan Colgrove, 6'4" senior Easton Davis, and 6'1" senior Justin Hall. Again, very experienced club for the Tug Valley Panthers.
I'm going to correct you before his mother finds out, because she will find you. It's Ian Reed.
Ian Reed, excuse me.
I know Amy will come after you.
I apologize. Again, Ian Reed instead of Ian Reed, so I'll make sure I get that corrected on my sheet.
It's all right.
Well, then on the other side for Tulsa, they're led by Jesse Muncie, a 5'7 junior. Then you have Austin Salmons, a 6'2 senior, followed by Gavin Meadows, is also a senior in this lineup, followed by Tyler Johnson, a 5'6 junior, and Robert Cantrell, a 6' senior as well. So this is going to be a Tug Valley team that's definitely going to have the size advantage on this Tulsa ball club, and it came in handy in the first matchup as Tug Valley out-rebounded Tulsa 39-23 in that game.
Well, Chris, I'm going to tell you something. It's loud in here right now. Are we in Naugatuck?
It feels like it right now, doesn't
Oh, my goodness. Packed to the gills right now, and you know Tug Valley and Tulsa fans travel well, as did the Hillbilly faithful earlier, and a few guests up on the stage right now having looks like a couple slices of pizza. The Man Hillbilly squad with coaching staff sticking around to watch this one, as the sectional tournament has not yielded a tip-off, because why would it?
Well, I said, man was here on Saturday night even scouting Van and Sherman, so you know they're going to be very interested in how this one turns out tonight.
If I'm not mistaken, that's one of the first Hillbilly sectional tournament final appearances in quite some time.
Yeah, so they're looking forward to it on Thursday, as Tulsa will have the ball to start things off, wearing their orange shirts, orange pants with blue trim along the side and orange-blue across the chest. And Tulsa is Tug Valley in their all-white uniforms with gray and black stripes down the side, as driving in, kicking it out into the left corner, as Tulsa being patient in their opening possession.
That's a smart play, too, I think, Chris, being very patient here. And Tug Valley coming out in man-to-man defense.
Is up top with it. Meadows gives it back, top of the key, dribbling over near side is Cantrell. Now stuck with it at the top of the circle is Muncie, looking for help. As Tulsa, 36 seconds deep, not taking a shot yet. As they penetrate in, kick it back into the corner. We'll see if they're looking to maybe do something similar to what Sherman did. You mentioned it could be a possibility, and thus far haven't really made a move to the basket. But now Muncie will jack up a three from the left side, in and out, no good.
It's actually a pretty good look there for Muncie. Thought that one might fall.
Yeah, he had 22 in the first game against Tug Valley, but was only 1 of 5 on three-pointers. So now Tug Valley with the ball at the top of the key. Caleb May gets this offense going for the Panthers. Gives it over near side for Colgrove. Colgrove looking, hands it off for Reed. He'll drive in right side. Tough banker, no good, but rebounded underneath by Tug Valley as Davis goes back up, and he'll finish for the first two.
And that was a nice rebound and pitch to Davis there underneath, who was cutting in on that offensive board. Tulsa will not win this game if they allow Tug Valley too many offensive rebounds. That's where man capitalized earlier in the season and gave Tug their first loss.
Top of the key is Cantrell. He thought about a three from the top of the circle. Instead gives it over for Johnson. We get a whistle and a foul away from the ball. We'll give it back over to Tug Valley.
That's a moving screen, I believe, and I think we're going to get a timeout already from Tulsa.
So they're going to burn a 30-second timeout with 6:22 left here in the first quarter, and Tug Valley leading it 2-0. Well, just a reminder that Nationwide Insurance Greg Dalton is a proud supporter of all of our area and community schools here in this region. As for auto, home, life, and business insurance, you can call Greg Dalton Agency at 304-752-8300. Greg Dalton Insurance, with offices on Main Street in Logan and Main Street in Chapmanville. For all your sides, there is Nationwide. This is WVOW Logan. Again, Todd Maynard wanting to talk things over after the opening couple of possessions there. And you can kind of notice the size disadvantage pretty clearly on the floor right now. But again, a lot of quick guards.
Apparently the foul was on Tug Valley. I thought it was on a moving screen.
Yeah, I thought it was too. So instead it stays with the Rebels here out of the timeout as they give it top of the key for Salmons. He'll drive in, kicks it into the corner for three. No good, off the side of the rim for Cantrell, and rebounded by May.
It's a good look for Tulsa.
Now May into the front court, drives in right side, head fakes, can't find an opening, kicks it back out front for Colgrove. He'll shimmy it over towards May.
And they built a wall in there on the baseline to try to just stop May from driving.
And again, May now penetrates towards the right corner. He's cut off and double teamed, still looking for help, finally gets it back out front. as Reed offers some help and now gives it back to May.
And that's smart by Tolsia. They're putting 2 guys on May. He loves to drive to the hoop.
Now he'll spin into the middle, drives in hard on the left side, and somehow got the scooping left-handed layup to go.
Yeah, and you saw there when they left him one-on-one what May can do with the ball when he's in a one-on-one situation.
Now on the other end, Muncie jacks a 3, no good from the right wing. Rebound knocked away underneath, trying to save it out of bounds was Cantrell, but can't come up with it over to the Panthers.
And you see the Tulsa players are just saying, hey, calm down. Let's not try and force anything. Long game here. No, you don't have to try and get it all back with one shot.
Again, May will bring it up. He's an all-state guard. He got his 1,000th point as a junior, joined Ethan Colgrove with the 1,000-point club. Now he'll put up a 3 from the right wing. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound, tipped up and a foul underneath on Tug Valley.
Yeah, I think they're going to, was that on Reed there for a push?
It looks like that's who they signaled it on.
Yeah, and you could tell just by the way the defender, who had a good box out for Tulsa, just went flying forward. Either that or he's a great actor, one of the two. Officials saw the foul, though.
Yeah, that was on Reed, so that'll be his first. 4-0 Tug Valley, 3 minutes deep into the first quarter. Out front with it is Johnson. Kicks it back towards the top of the circle for Salmons, into the left corner. Pump fake on a 3 by Cantrell. Now he'll take a deep 2, no good, but rebounded underneath, put back up by Meadows, and he's blocked by Colgrove.
And the size is coming into play for Tug Valley right now, Chris.
Now here's Reed driving in, kicks it out. Colgrove left all alone for 3, doesn't take it. Now jump steps into the lane and puts up a soft floater, and he gets it to go.
There's a nice move from the big man out at the three-point line.
6-0 now Tug Valley. 4:25 left in the first. 3-pointer on the way from the left side. Too strong for Meadows, and here comes Tug Valley again. May in the middle, stops, pops one from the right elbow off the back of the iron, no good, and rebounded by Tulsa.
And Tulsa really needs to find a way to get the lid off the basket right now. They have not been able to make anything.
Muncie drives left baseline, tries to go up against Colgrove, but had it rejected. Now here comes Reed into the front court, over left side, wide open 3 on the way, count it, nothing but net for Justin Hall, and it's a 9-0 lead, and Coach Maynard trying to stop the bleeding. He calls another 30-second timeout with 3:56 left in the first.
That's a good timeout there. And let's see, is that a full or 30-second timeout? So that's a good timeout there from Coach Maynard and the Tulsa Rebels, Chris.
And again, this is a Tulsa club that averages 67.1 points per game. Tug Valley 77.2 points per game. Giving up is Tug Valley 62.3 points per game, and Tulsa 61.4 points per game. So this is a Tulsa club that can fill it up in a hurry, but thus far just haven't been able to find the bottom of the net.
Yeah, and again, I think what's going on, Chris, is you're seeing good shots actually from Tulsa. At least from what I'm seeing, they're decent looks at the basket. Not that Tug Valley's playing bad defense, but they're getting good looks. It's just the lid's on the basket. They're not falling. Some are getting halfway down and just rattling out.
And you had the feeling that this is something that Tulsa couldn't allow to happen right out of the gate here. They needed to try and stay tight with Tug Valley. Again, they got up by as much as 22 in that first meeting, did the Panthers. But now can Tulsa turn this second half of this first quarter around as they get it up top? Looking is Cantrell. He'll dish it over into the left corner. Salmons pump fakes on a jumper, and he'll be fouled as he stepped inside the three-point arc, so it'll be 2 shots as Hall fouled him.
But that's a good play there from Salmons as he goes to the pump fake and just kind of does the old Paul Pierce, as I like to call it. Just the pump fake and let the guy come to you and get the foul there. It was a good play.
And Tulsa was 13 of 20 from the free throw line in the first meeting between these two, and Salmons can't buy the first one.
Yeah, and if you're down early and you're not making free throws, that makes for a very long afternoon into the evening.
And Salmons had 7 points in the first game against Tug Valley, and he gets his first here as Tulsa on the board.
Sometimes just seeing that ball go through the hoop, though, is a little bit of a momentum builder for your team. So let's see if Tulsa can rally from that.
It's 9-1 in favor of Tug Valley. 3:35 left in the opening quarter. Over on the left side is May. May picks up his dribble, dumps it down low for Colgrove, backing in on the left block, up fakes, and travel on him.
Slid that pivot foot. Could not get away with that. They're going to call that every single time.
Again, the winner of this game gets the Man Hillbillies, #1 in Class Single A on Thursday in the sectional championship game.
We'll probably be here for that.
And again, I'll be with everybody all week long. I think
Same
Nathan
here.
will be here with me. So
I'm going to see you more than I see my family.
I was going to say, we're just settling in here from Willie Acres Arena all week long as they get it over the near side for Meadows. Now back to the top of the key, Muncie. Tries to up fake, instead kicks it back out for Meadows. Over left side for Johnson. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Johnson penetrates in, finds a crease, and he'll be fouled on the way up, and he'll go shoot 2.
And I'm surprised, Chris, that we're not seeing a little more from Tulsa driving in and either A, doing that, creating contact to get to the foul line, or driving and dishing, because Tug Valley is collapsing on any drive that is coming into the paint.
That's Johnson's first free throw, nothing but net. And he had 14 points in the first game against Tug Valley, so he's another one that can get going and get hot in a hurry.
Right now, Tulsa has yet to make a field goal. Tug Valley has been hot from the outside here to start this game.
Johnson buries both, so Tug Valley jumped out 9-0. The last three have gone to the Rebels. Here comes May across midcourt, shovels it over. Actually, it was Reed across midcourt. Now May with the ball on the right wing. He'll get inside as he gets by his man. Nice dish underneath, and he finds a wide open Reed for a lay-in.
And that was a nice play. Reed found May. Reed went to the baseline just outside the paint. And May comes in, finds Reed.
And all five starters now in the scorebooks for Tug Valley as Salmons up fakes, goes in, shot too hard off the backboard and rebounded by Hall. Here come the Panthers across the timeline, looking to take this lead to double digits. They get it over for Hall. Back up top. Now they swing it around to Colgrove. Colgrove back over to Reed. He tries to drive in, spin move into the paint. Short shot off his front wrist and rebounded by Tulsa. Here come the Rebels trying to cut into this lead. Into the middle. Tough shot by Johnson as he had to double clutch it and off the front of the iron.
Yeah, and that was just good defense from Tug Valley to force that shot.
2 minutes now left in the first quarter. 11-3, Panthers lead it in this winner-go-home game for both clubs. Both in the top 10 of Class Single A. Now Colgrove. Dribble drives in, gets a nice step, but he's blocked from behind, but it goes right into the hands of Davis, and he'll lay it in.
And Davis feeling good right now. You see that confidence oozing from him as Tug Valley now has jumped out to a 10-point lead.
13-3 in favor of the Panthers. 3 on the way, top of the key, short and no good for Meadows, rebounded by the Panthers.
That was a good look from Meadows, just didn't get it to fall.
Now they go over to Hall in the left corner. Hall drives baseline, is cut off, and brings it back out. As Tug Valley will reset the offense. Garland Thompson hollering from the sideline, trying to get a play in. As we're down to 1:17 left in the first. May, again, 2 men flash out on him. He drives in anyway. He's hacked on the play, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, they were kind of doomed there either way. May was going to go up and get the contact, or he had a wide open Davis on the other side who he could have went to, gets the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And again, May in that first game, as we mentioned, scored 35 points. He also had 5 assists and 5 steals against Tulsa that night. Was 11 of 29 from the field and 3 of 8 from three-point land, and was 10 of 14 from the free throw line. So literally filled up almost the whole stat sheet as he misses the first.
Davis comes out and Sorrell checks in. May miss the first.
Now a chance here for May. He's got 2 points thus far in this game. As we said, Tulsa really trying to key on him here in this first quarter, but it's been the supporting cast that's gotten things done for Tug Valley early on as he hits the second.
So even when May's not putting the stats in the stat book, he's still one of those guys, even with the ball in his hands, finding others, he's going to be a guy you got to key on.
Yeah, just a great creator. So now we're down to the final 60 seconds of the opening period. 11-point lead for Tug Valley. As they swing it into the right corner, now up top as Meadows thought about a 3. Instead spins around, gives it off to Johnson, had it knocked away from him, looked like off his foot as it skids out of bounds and over the Tug.
Yeah, and that was pretty good defense there from Tug Valley. Had a lane, but just stepped in front of the man, made him kick the ball off his foot, and this quarter could not have gone worse so far for the Tulsa Rebels.
I agree. This is absolutely the last thing Coach Maynard and his club wanted to see out of the gate. And right now, Tug Valley, we'll see if they try and hope for one. They also get the ball to start quarter number 2. We're down to 30 seconds remaining in the first. Reed gives it over for Sorrell. He's dribbling out near midcourt with 23 seconds. Salmon's on him. Got a 14-3 lead for the Panthers. And Sorrell now fakes him with 15 seconds, gives it back to May. He's the one everyone wants with the ball if you're Tug Valley. Down to 9 seconds. Now he's looking to clear out Colgrove here with 7 seconds.
He's going to isolate here.
And here he goes to work. Dumps it inside for Colgrove. Tries to throw it out instead. Turnaround hook shot off the side of the rim and no good. And that will do it for the first 8 minutes of play as it was all Tug Valley. They lead at 14-3 after 1. You're listening to and watching the Region 4 Section 1 semifinals with us right here live on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Is Boone Memorial Hospital. Compassionate, personal, quality care that's close to home with caring, skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
The road to total savings starts here, Thornhill GM Superstore. Find new roads to 119 in Chapmanville, your hometown full-service Buick, Chevy, GMC dealer. We are professional grade and community strong. Expect the best and save thousands with Thornhill.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush here with you from Willie Acres Arena. As Tug Valley with the ball and a 14-3 lead to start the second period as May dumps it down low for Davis. Lost it, goes to the deck trying to retrieve it. Now Tug Valley can't control it, and Tolsia takes it away. Up ahead for Muncie, driving in on May. Takes it himself, and he challenges May and gets his first two.
And that's the first field goal for Tolsia in this ball game, and that is huge to force a turnover and get some points off of it.
As we said, first field goal and about 8 minutes and 15 seconds into this game. Now can Tolsia settle in as May jacks a deep three, and he'll bury from the right side.
Well, May likes to drive, and he likes to get to the rim, but he can also shoot from the outside, and that's exactly what happened there. He knocks one down from deep.
Driving in as Meadows. He'll kick it out. Three on the way from the right wing. In and out, no good for Cantrell, and rebounded by the Panthers.
And Tulsa's just doing everything right. The ball is just not falling.
Now May gets by two men all the way to the basket, and he split defenders to lay it in.
And that, what do you do to stop that? I mean, you got two guys both in front of him. He gets by both. That's just a great player.
Now out top is Tolsia going right to left across your computer screen and radio dial. Tug Valley left to right as a three from the left corner, and finally a deep shot goes as Meadows buries it.
And that was huge right there for Tolsia. They finally get one from the outside to drop.
Again, right now for Tolsia, just trying to hang in there.
Oh, if they get this under 10 points before halftime, Chris, they're golden for the second half. We got a long way to go in this dogfight.
As we said, this is just one of those games, just like the first one. You don't want the opponent to get too far away from you. You want to keep them in your rearview mirror.
They're going to call foul there.
No, it's a travel instead on
Wow!
Yeah, he thought he was fouled as well, but they get him on a travel.
It looked like a reach in from here, but officials didn't see it that way.
And 3 team fouls against Tug Valley, only one against Tolsia thus far. 19-8 lead for the Panthers in this winner-go-home semifinal. Now Muncie, he'll go for three from the right wing. Again, in and out, no good. There's Cantrell on the rebound. He's fouled. Can't convert on the putback, but he'll go to the line.
Again, that was a good rebound there, and that's where the Hillbillies really gave Tug Valley fits. The second chance points was where Man just really took control of that ball game when they played Tug Valley at Man earlier in the year. And you see Tug Valley, they don't allow it a lot, but when they do, it can come back and bite them sometimes.
His first free throw on the way, and no good for Cantrell.
And you could see Coach Thompson, he's really letting them hear it on the sidelines, like, hey, we don't allow offensive rebounds. We're a box-out team. That's what they specialize in.
And again, these are two very senior-laden clubs. 4 of the 5 starters in both lineups are seniors, so you know that they've been coached hard throughout their high school career as Cantrell misses both. Now a chance here, Sorrell, left corner three, no good. Tries to come in and get his own rebound, tips it around, but is taken away by Meadows. So here comes Johnson into the front court, kicks it in the left corner. Muncie, three on the way, count it for him, and Tolsia now within 8.
And Tolsia again, Chris, they get down, but they're scrappy and they're fighting back into this one. Now Tug Valley, let's see what they can do here.
May will bring it across the timeline, guarded by Johnson the whole way. Gives it over for Davis, out beyond the three-point line. Colgrove trying to spin in. Instead, he'll get it out beyond the arc as well. Dishes into the paint for Reed. Goes up and under on the layup. Counted, and the foul for Reed.
That's a big shot for Ian Reed as he was able to get in, draw some contact, and get the and one there. Just a nice move from Reed.
And Ian Reed in that first game against Tolsia, he had 9 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. He also fouled out in that game.
Here's Reed on our instant replay. Gets the foul and the finish. Nice play.
Now he has a chance to build this back to an 11-point lead. And it was largest at 14 just a moment ago, but Tulsa's been able to knock down a few shots as Reed hits the free throw, and it's 22-11. Now here comes Johnson across the timeline. 5:13 to go in the first half.
Looks like Tug Valley's coming out in a 3-2 zone now.
So up top is Johnson. He'll swing it over near side, now into the corner for Salmons. Back out top for Meadows. Now here's Johnson. He'll try a three from the left wing, and he connects.
And the shots are starting to fall for Tolsia. They're trying to fight their way back into this one.
That's the third three this quarter now for Tolsia after they were held without even a field goal in the first quarter. 4:44 to go before halftime. Down low for May. Spins into a double team. Fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to get a tie-up. Was Tulsa. May just too quick with that shot. Puts one up. Doesn't go, but does get the 2-shot foul.
May thus far in this game, 8 points. Got out 5 quick ones here to start the second quarter. His first free throw is good.
May does it all for Tug Valley. He really is the guy. He, as they say, he'll shoot, he'll pass, he'll rebound, he'll even pop the corn if you need him to.
Yeah, and he was really held in check against Man in that only regular season game between those two. So if there's a rematch there, it'll be interesting to see how he's defended the second time.
You know Tug Valley wants that rematch bad.
As he hits both free throws, 24-14 Tug Valley. That's Muncie on the left wing.
Boy, Muncie really wanted to shoot that one.
Yeah, he kind of up-faked with it and pulled it back down as he saw Reed right in his face. Now swing it over far side for Meadows. He'll dump it down. Now back out for Muncie as he gets a screen.
Oh, nice move.
Tries to take it baseline and does, out to Salmons. Now over Meadows. Long jumper on the way. No good, too strong, and rebounded underneath by Reed. Here come the Panthers running in transition here. Pass over to May. Got a good look, but instead gives it to Sorrell. Now back to May.
What a good pass by Reed, though.
Now May will give it back up top for Reed. As he'll wait, getting the call from Rabbit Thompson on the sideline.
I want to hurry.
Now over to Sorrell. Is now May. Goes down low for Colgrove. Spins in against 2 men, and he's fouled on the way up as they're going to get that one on Stephen Ward, his first.
Yeah, and they don't like the call, but that was definitely a hack on the arm.
Yeah, I was going to say that one seemed like definitely raked his hands across that time. As Colgrove will go to the free throw line. He had 15 points and 15 rebounds in the first game against Tulsa. As he hits the first, he had 13 of those points in the second half.
Yeah, and that seems to be where Tug Valley really has the advantage in this ball game, Chris. You talked about it earlier. The size and their bigs underneath have really been getting the job done so far in this one.
As Colgrove sinks both free throws. As Tug Valley 6 of 7 from the free throw line thus far. They were 20 of 31 in the first game against Tulsa from the charity stripe. Dangerous pass cross court by Muncie and intercepted by Colgrove. So a chance here for Tug to build this back to 14, maybe 15 if this 3 goes. No good off the back iron for Reed and taken by Johnson. Now here comes Tulsa back the other way as they dodge a bullet. Johnson takes it all the way in. He's rejected and a tie-up on the play. What a play by May. And that'll stay with Tulsa.
Yeah, and that's a good call there. It was all ball on that tie-up there. And so now possession will stay with Tulsa. Check it out on our Thornhill Auto Group replay on Video Productions. That's a good call.
And a 3 by Salmons out of the inbounds. He gets his first field goal.
And again, it seems like Tug Valley, they'll get up to double digits and try to pull away, and then Tulsa just battles right back and knocks down big shots.
26-17 now. 4th three-pointer of this quarter for Tulsa. May gets by his man again, and he takes Johnson to the basket and lays it in.
And if you're going to try and guard Caleb May one-on-one, you're going to have to pack a lunch. It's going to be a long day for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, now Salmons, he'll try for another 3. This one short from the left side. Rebound into the corner for May.
I think Salmons kind of forced that one just a little bit there.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he totally had his hands on the ball when he released that. So now May looking for a screen up top from Davis. They'll switch Ward onto him. May now steps back. He'll go for 3. No good. Short with it as he hits the deck. Muncie takes the long rebound. Here he comes up the right side. Steps back, but Sorrell able to get out on him. Now back to Muncie. Top of the key. Long 3. Count it for Muncie.
And Muncie's got a nice little step back there to shake the defender. And that was a long 3. Tulsa's now got it down to 8.
28-20, and a reach-in foul from behind on Muncie.
Yeah, that's a foul as a coach that drives you crazy. You like a guy going for the ball, and you like for him to try to swat at it, but you definitely don't want to get that cheap reach-in foul there, and that's what happened.
It'll be 5 team fouls now against Tulsa, 4 against Tug Valley. They inbound it to May. 2:07 to go before halftime. May will retreat back towards midcourt with an 8-point lead. And you feel like if Tulsa can string together a few stops here.
It's easier said than done against this Tug Valley squad, Chris.
As I said, it's been back and forth here in this second quarter.
It's been a very good game so far. And what we got here, timeout, Tug Valley.
And Garland Thompson didn't like how that setup was going, so he wants to talk it over as he'll burn his first 30-second timeout here with 1:49 left in the first half. As we take a look at a replay here, Nathan, we'll see what we've got on our Thornhill Auto Group instant replay on Video Production.
Here's the shot from Muncie, just good closeout by Reed, but Muncie just got set and got his feet planted and knocked that one down.
And Muncie, he scored his 1,000th career point versus Spring Valley, so he and May, both just juniors and already over 1,000 points on their careers.
And Chris and I got a couple of cots set up here at Willie Acres Arena. We'll be sleeping here for the next few nights, it feels like.
I was going to say tomorrow we'll have the girls regional final with Logan versus Winfield at 7 o'clock. Then on Wednesday we'll have Logan versus Wayne in their sectional semifinal. And then Thursday we'll be back here for the final of this contest. And then Friday could be here with Logan, could be in Chapmanville with Chapmanville. We'll just see where the wind takes us and where we're told to go. But, yeah, you and I are going to be taking up residence here as out of the timeout. Reed had it poked away from behind, and there were a couple of Tulsa players in the area, but I don't think any of them noticed the ball coming.
Yeah, I think they were so keyed up on trying to find their man that they just forgot about the ball. And it looked like it just rolled past them.
Now it'll be Tug Valley inbounding from underneath their own basket as Sorrell throws it in deep for Colegrove.
And you'll see Tug Valley. They only usually go about 6 deep in terms of their bench. They don't play a lot more than 6.
May got free off of a lob pass. Again, Muncie was trying to deny him the whole way, but once he got by him and got a screen, there was a clear path to the basket, and he lays it in on the left side, so the lead back to 10. Johnson over to Ward, back up top. Meadows coming near side, gives it to Muncie. 1:10 to go in the first half. Muncie, Stutter steps in, drives in, and it's going to be a charge on Muncie as he hit the deck hard.
Yes, he did. Davis took the foul, and Muncie is a little slow to get up. He's all right, looks like.
And it's going to be his second foul as well, just to add insult to injury after that.
And it looks like Muncie's going to come to the bench.
Checking in for Tulsa will be Anthony Lovin. So we'll see if he's out for the rest of the half here with 1:06 to go.
You would assume he would be.
Yes, 1 to take care of the injury, 2 to make sure he doesn't pick up a third foul now.
It looked like he was okay. He was going to stay in. I think that's just more of a foul call precaution. And Tug Valley looks like they're just going to play for one shot here, and I think Tulsa's going to let them.
Yeah, Tulsa not coming out to contest just yet as Tug Valley, just May and Reed playing catch out near midcourt. Now you see Tulsa start to creep out here as Reed gets by both men, gets it into the corner, back out top for May with 40 seconds left.
And Tug Valley has really, you got to think they've got the speed advantage when it comes to this. If you can watch Ian Reed, he is as quick as a hiccup.
Right now they've controlled this possession well with 25 seconds left as Reed tries to get in, dumps it into the corner, bring it back out as Davis, but his pass intercepted by Johnson. He's got a man up ahead. Meadows gets behind the defense, and he'll lay it in. Big change there for Tulsa.
That was big right there for Tulsa to get that, to cut it down to 8. Now Tug Valley's got one shot left here.
Got 7 seconds as May across midcourt shovels it into the corner. Sorrell for 3 off the back iron, no good. Rebound tipped out long, out of bounds with 0.6 of a second on the clock, and it looks like it'll stay with Tug.
It's a big play right here because 0.6 is just enough time to get you in trouble if you're Tulsa, and just enough time to make some fireworks happen if you're Tug Valley.
It'll be Sorrell to inbound from in front of the Tulsa bench. Looking, gets it into Davis. He'll heave at the horn. No good off the front of the iron. And that'll do it for the first 16 minutes of play as Tug Valley jumped out to a 14-point lead. But Tulsa's three-point shooting in the second quarter has closed the gap to 8 here at the half. Nathan and I will step aside for a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll run through all of your first half stats and analysis here from Willie Acres Arena as you are listening to and watching the Region 4 Section 1 semifinals right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
GM Superstore is your full-service Buick, Chevy, and GMC dealer. Go Thornhill and expect the best with total value, service, and pricing on your next ride. Home of the Thornhill 10120. You'll get total support with Thornhill GM Superstore.
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
30-22 here at the half as Tug Valley leads the Tulsa Rebels in this Region 4 Section 1 semifinal game. The winner gets the number 1 man Hillbillies on Thursday night. The loser season is over. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush here with you. And again, first 8 minutes, Nathan, looked like Tug Valley was going to run Tulsa completely out of the gym. And then Tulsa was able to answer back with 5 3-pointers in the second quarter in a back-and-forth pace second period to close the gap down. And now we've got a ball game here at the half.
Yeah, it was really a battle in the second quarter that went back and forth. Tulsa actually winning the battle of the points in that half. If you look at it that way, as they were down 14, they were able to cut it down to 8 here. And we said, if they get it close, kind of cut it down to below 10 at halftime, it'll get very interesting in the second half, depending on who comes out. And it's kind of been a game of runs back and forth for both squads. So it'll be an interesting second half moving forward. I think Tulsa got a little bit more confident after that second quarter. And Tug Valley, they were just doing what Tug Valley does. Just get the ball to Caleb May, let him facilitate, let him find guys. And, the bigs for Tug stepped up really good, really big. I hate to use the word big so much, but the bigs stepped up big in the first half.
It was there early on more of a cohesive effort, and then it was more Caleb May in that second quarter. Again, he scored 11 of his 14 points in the second period, as Tulsa was really keying on him early on, but once they saw the supporting staff stepping up and that May is definitely willing to share the ball, as we all kind of knew coming in, that opened things up for May once his compatriots started to hit some shots. And it'll be interesting to see what Tulsa elects to do in the second half now. Do you just kind of let your guys play one-on-one and hope that May doesn't beat you, or do you just try and get the ball out of his hands and hope that that everyone else on the roster doesn't beat you?
Can you run a box one on May here, or do you want to even try that? Do you double team anytime he's got the ball? We've seen that happen before. It's just when you've got an all-state player like Caleb May who can do the things that he does, it's hard to just key on him because he's got such a great supporting staff around him as well. And here you'll see some statistics. Tulsa in the first half, 7 of 20 on field goal percentage, 5 of 13 from 3, 50% on their free throws, 8 rebounds, 2 turnovers. Tug Valley shooting 64% from the field, 9 of 14, 2 of 7 from 3, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 14 rebounds. That's a big stat there, but 4 turnovers as well. And so those are the kind of the tail of the tape from the first half for the Tulsa Rebels and Tug Valley Panthers.
Yeah, again, we did mention that Tug Valley out-rebounded Tulsa 39-23 in that first contest between these two, and right now a 14-8 advantage on the glass for them. So going into the second half, again, it'll be interesting to see what Tulsa's able to do on the defensive side, because it just seems like whenever Tug Valley gets set, they're able to get some very clean looks, a lot of it just because of the size advantage that they have.
Yeah.
And thus far here in the first half, they've converted very, very efficiently from the field.
You're shooting 64% from the field. That's going to be a hard team to beat. But if you would have told Tug Valley or Tulsa coming into this game, hey, you're only going to knock down 35% of your shots in the first half, and you're going to miss half your free throws and get out-rebounded 14-8, but you're only going to be down by 8 at the half, I think they would have taken that.
Yeah, definitely. And right now, we've seen them start to heat up. And what's interesting, again, we haven't done a Tulsa game this year. The one we were going to do was canceled. But what you see is that they've got a wide range of outside shooters, because they hit 5 threes in the second quarter, and it was by 4 different players, as Muncie hit 1, Salmons hit 1, Meadows hit 1, Johnson hit 1, Cantrell's had a couple opportunities that just rimmed out on him. So, that is the kind of the dichotomy in this game. You've got the size advantage and the speed of Tug Valley, and then you've got the outside barrage from Tulsa. It just kind of is a case of is Tulsa knocking down shots, because if they're not able to continue shooting well from the outside, I think it's going to be really hard for them to stay
And they
in
got to
this.
force turnovers, too. That's another area that Tulsa's done a nice job. They're winning the battle of the turnovers right now, 4-2. So if they can force more turnovers, I think they've got a really good shot in the second half. But, again, Chris, Tug Valley has the advantage unless Tulsa can knock down three-point shots and force turnovers.
And again, you see our bracket here on Video Productions. Again, man, with that 66-38 win earlier tonight over the Sherman Tide, and they await either Tug Valley or Tulsa as these three teams that are left in this section, all three in the top 10 of Class Single A, with man being the top
And
team.
you could hear Class Single A saying, thank God one of these teams is going to be out, because they have really, I mean, look at those records. I mean, 11-1, then Tulsa was 9-3, and Tug Valley 9-2. So, you know, it's a shame that all three of them can't make it to Charleston, but, I mean, there's a chance that two can, but it won't be three.
And I was going to say, out of the 6 losses, 3 of them came against each other. Again,
Yeah.
man beat both of them, and Tug Valley beat Tulsa in the other.
There you go.
Again, we are closing in on the start of quarter number 3 here from Willie Acres Arena. Nathan and I will step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll have the start of the second half here from Middleburg Island as you're listening to and watching the Region 4 Section 1 semifinals right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, and 2020 makes it 45 years of offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They're the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, and Logan with its own crematory. Contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital, compassionate personal quality care that's close to home, with caring skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Welcome back, everybody, to Willie Acres Arena. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush with you, getting set for the start of quarter number 3, with Tug Valley leading Tulsa 30-22. And also on Video Productions, we've got a very intense game going on between Westside and Independence in that sectional semifinal, with Westside leading 51-50 over Independence with 12 seconds left, and Independence with the ball. So if you're looking to toggle back and forth here real quick, go ahead and do so as we get ready to start the third quarter.
And Tug Valley will start this quarter with the ball. Let's see what Tug Valley decides to come out and do. Looks like Tulsa is going to come out in a 3-2 zone here to open the second half.
And so Tug Valley going right to left across your computer screen and radio dial, with Tulsa going left to right as they swing it over towards May. May back over to Reed as Tug Valley taking their time here. They go back over near side, now into the corner as May laser pass over to Davis. He'll take a baseline jumper, no good, short. Rebounded though on the weak side and put back up and in for Tug Valley, as that was Hall on the putback.
Yeah, and Hall with a nice rebound there to get the score up again, back to 10.
So he's got 5 points now, 32-22. It's up top, Johnson cut off. Looks like same defense for Tug Valley on the other end of 3-2.
Yeah. the way that Tulsa's shooting, it's probably a good call.
Johnson now gets inside, puts up a shot, misses it off the backboard. Long rebound tipped out to May. Now over to Reed on the left side. Minute deep into the third quarter. And again, in the Independence game, they missed a shot that would have won it with 0.7 of a second to go. Still not over there, but Westside with the ball. So now they get it over for Reed. Back up top for May.
Tug Valley don't look like they're going to get in any hurry. I mean, why would you? You got the lead.
And again, you got the 10-point lead. They're just play catch for right now unless Tulsa comes out on them. Now May finds a crease. He's bumped on the way in, and he is fouled on the way to the basket, but no shots.
Yeah, they're going to say side out there for May. And, again, it's hard to play zone when you're down in a game, especially when you're down 10. But for Tulsa, I mean, it's really not a bad call.
Well, they inbound it quickly to May, gets some contact and gets the shot up anyway and puts it in. He's got 16 now.
Yeah, and he's just taking over this ball game, Chris, here in the second half.
34-22, the first 4 points of the half to the Panthers. Now here's Salmons looking to answer. Can he hit on this three and rebound by Hall? Here come the Panthers again, looking to start the second half much as they started the ball game on a quick run.
And they're content with slowing this ball game down now, it looks like.
As Reed penetrates in, kicks it over for Colgrove, now out to May. 2 minutes gone in the third. And I'm like you, if I'm Tug Valley, I'm not going to get in too big of a hurry right now.
There's no sense to be. You're up 12.
Now May found the baseline, but he's double teamed, kicks it back out to Colgrove. Colgrove back to May on the left wing. He'll reset with Reed at the top of the key.
Yeah, it looks like Tulsa switched back into man-to-man.
Now they go over the left side. Yeah, again, they quickly got out of that 3-2.
They have to. Otherwise, Tug Valley was just going to play catch all night.
Now May, tough drive, threw it up, but off the underneath of the basket, and Davis gets the rebound and hits a baseline jumper.
And again, offensive rebounds. That's what's been killing Tulsa so far in this ball game.
So now Tulsa's got to find their way back and in a hurry here as they trail it by 14. This equals the largest deficit of the game. Muncie, he'll go for three from the left wing, and that was much needed.
And it seems like every time Tug Valley gets a nice, comfortable lead, Tulsa just starts to find their way back into it.
And Westside does hold on for the win over Independence, so they'll face Shady Spring in the sectional final later this week as we get a blocking foul on Muncie. That's going to be number 3 on him.
Yeah, that's rough there. And I don't know if they're going to take him out or not. Looks like they already had a sub at the table. Looks like Muncie's going to stay in with 3.
Yeah, I think they can't afford to take him out at this point.
Yeah, especially this early into the quarter.
So it will be Ward that goes to the bench.
Well, now you definitely almost want to go at Muncie if you can.
They swing it into the left corner for Reed. He'll dribble into the paint, found a crease, kicks it out the Hall. Wide open 3 on the way, and he buries it.
Hall with a big shot there. Knocked down the 3. That's only the third 3 for Tug in this ball game.
Now a quick drive the other way, but not a chance there for Meadows as he couldn't find the angle. Now here comes Tug looking to take their largest lead of the game. May, what a dish for Davis on the left side, and he lays it in.
There's a timeout.
As they get it up ahead for Muncie, they're going to let it keep going here. 4:26 to go in the third. Muncie kicks it into the corner for Cantrell. He'll drive in, back to Muncie. Pump fakes, now takes a long 2, short with it. Long rebound into the corner for Cantrell. He'll go back out the top of the key for Meadows. Drives in, kicks it back out to Cantrell. He'll drive towards the right elbow. His jumper off the mark and taken by Hall. 16-point Tug Valley lead halfway through the third quarter. Reed stops, pops a 3. That could be a dagger right there.
And there's the timeout now. Full timeout by Tulsa.
3:56 to play here in the third. We'll step aside as well as Tug Valley is taking control. They lead at 44-25. Back after this 60-second break as you're listening to and watching high school basketball action with us right here live on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Do you need to see a doctor fast? At Logan Regional Medical Center Primary Care Walk-In Clinic, we know your time is valuable. Our new facility is designed to provide patients with the opportunity to walk in and quickly be seen by the doctor without having to make an appointment. We are open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 384 Airport Road in Chapmanville. For more information, please call 304-239-8090.
Back to action here at Willie Acres Arena as Muncie goes for three right out of the break. Gets a hit off the rim twice and fell out.
It's been one of those nights for Tulsa, hasn't it, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, they've had so many chances and good looks from the outside, just not able to convert. Now some confusion on who the ball belongs to.
I thought they said it was Tulsa ball at first.
I thought they did too, as Tug Valley's underneath the inbound. Now the officials do correct it and say that it was Tug Valley ball, and the Tulsa fans not happy.
And again, Tulsa, it just seems like they put up the shots and they look good, and then they're just not falling down. As now Tulsa's going to try a little pressure.
And again, and don't blame Coach Maynard here trying to make something happen as Reed makes a tough catch, had it poked away from behind. Underneath they go, and Davis is fouled on the way. No, actually turns it over. They say it was a clean steal and off of Davis.
An interesting call. Tug Valley faithful are not happy with that one.
Well, they've made the entire bottom bowl mad now on both sides.
Yeah, really.
Now Johnson gets to the free throw line. His jumper in and out, and again just continues that type of trend tonight for the Rebels.
And they're good shots.
Now here's May, tough drive in on the left side. Too much momentum as he threw it up too hard and off the glass. Rebounded. Here comes Tulsa. Muncie into the middle. Tough drive as he hits the deck, but he can't convert either. Now here's Reed back the other way. 44-25 Tug Valley. He pulls from the free throw line. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Meadows. Baseball pass, laser down the floor. Muncie trying to control it, but taken away by Hall. So things have quickened here in the last minute or so in this contest as Reed circles around the free throw line. Now they tell him to bring it back out.
Yeah, that's probably a good call there. Slow this game down a little bit.
And again, a 19-point lead for Tug Valley. Don't necessarily want to give Tulsa all these extra chances right now with a pretty comfortable lead. These are down to 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They give it over for Coldgrove. Trying to battle in on Salmons, dumps it down for May. He'll go to work on Muncie, spins in on him. What a turnaround, and there's not much Muncie could do with those three fouls.
I thought Muncie played that as well as you could defend it, but May that's a special player in Caleb May.
46-25, Cantrell looking for a three, short from the right wing. Nice save there by Johnson as he knocks it off of Coldgrove and out of bounds.
That was a good save by Johnson, and again, Caleb May, though, what a special play that was, down on the post to make him move and get up and underneath the basket and just put it up, and even after good defense from Tulsa.
They throw it out deep. Here's a three for Meadows on the way, short off the front of the iron and rebounded by Coldgrove.
And here comes Tug Valley they've got the lead over 20 now for the first time tonight.
What a dish again by Made as he's just feeding Davis and Coldgrove on those dribble drives, and Davis gets his 10th point.
And that's the trouble when you try to pressure. If you don't get back in time, that's what Tug Valley will do to you.
Now a three again from Meadows. This time he gets it to go as they end the drought.
Yeah, they needed that shot in a big way.
And only the second field goal for Tulsa here in the third quarter. As a foul from behind on a reach-in against Tug Valley. They have outscored Tulsa 18-6 here in the third quarter thus far.
Yeah, and this was not the third quarter that Tulsa wanted, as Tug Valley has just completely ran away with this one so far.
They get that foul on Gavin Meadows. That'll be his first. There's 3 team fouls against Tulsa, none against Tug Valley yet here in the second half. As May, another great spin move inside but can't finish. Rebound tipped around, and Coldgrove able to chase it into the left corner. Out to Reed, and now he'll circle back out front. Muncie trying to defend here with those 3 fouls, gives it back to Hall. And Tug Valley doing a good job of being patient here, and now Hall splits defenders, gets into the paint, runs into Salmons, and a blocking foul on him.
And that'll be 2 shots for a Hall. He goes to the line.
Again, Tulsa just in desperation mode right now, trying to force something to happen, but this veteran Tug Valley team, just as Tulsa's a veteran team, hard to get teams like this to commit mistakes whenever they're this experienced.
Absolutely.
Now Hall, he's got 8 points on the evening. His first free throw up and good. He had 9 points and 3 assists in the first meeting against Tulsa, so he's equaled that total here tonight.
I think we've actually, I'm looking on the sideline here, we may have a little bit of maybe we got some blood or something. I saw somebody with a cotton ball. Thought maybe somebody had a scratch or something they were going to try and fix really quick, but apparently not.
Hall's second free throw good as well, as he's into double figures. Well, the lead has swelled to 22. This was the largest lead that Tug Valley had at Tolsia in that 87-72 win earlier this year. As Johnson penetrates in, got a good look but couldn't finish.
And that's just bad luck again there for Tolsia. That's a good look and a good shot, just didn't fall.
Now under a minute to go in the third quarter. Colgrove in the left corner. Back up top for Reed as they'll try and hold for one here likely. As Tolsia coming out to chase. Johnson on Reed right now. Reed will get by him all the way to the 10, and his layup rolls out. Rebounded though by Colgrove, and he cleans up once again.
And again, the rebounding and the size of Tug Valley has been the story in this one, as has the play of Caleb May.
Now Muncie steps inside the arc. Jumper is short, and the air ball rebounded by Tug. 20 seconds left now here in the third quarter. It's been all Tug Valley, as they are looking at a matchup with Man on Thursday.
Yeah, the rematch that they wanted so desperately.
May up against Muncie, drives in with 7 seconds, gets to the basket and puts it in as he hits the deck somehow, some way.
Unbelievable shot, and that'll do it for the third quarter.
And the bell finally rings after a 24-6 quarter for the Tug Valley Panthers as they have raced away from the Rebels here tonight at Willie Acres Arena. Final 8 minutes of play coming up as you're listening to and watching Region 4 Section 1 semifinal action with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Regrets. If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always...
Start of quarter number 4 here from Middleburg Island as Tug Valley leading Tolsia 54-28. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush here with you as Tug Valley able to dominate the third period of play. Tolsia, Johnson, 3 from the right wing, no good. And as we said, it's just been that kind of shooting night for this club.
Yeah, and they're battling, Chris. They're really still fighting. It's just, unfortunately, the lid is on the basket for Tolsia at this point.
Now here's May, drives in, steps in for another short jumper, and he cans another one. He's got 22 points now on the evening.
And he's showing you why he's an all-stater.
Now inside, tough drive for Cantrell, and he'll be fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 as Tug Valley has doubled up Tolsia at the moment.
Yeah, and again, Chris, I want to ask this. How long do you stick with your starters here? I wouldn't say much longer if you're Tug Valley, because you definitely don't want to pull an injury here in the late minutes of this one when you got the game well in hand.
I'm going to say you'll probably see it to the midway point just to make sure.
Yeah.
Tulsa rally as Cantrell hits the first. But yeah, you saw Man start to do that in the fourth quarter against Sherman once they had things in hand and got a lot of their players out. Good thing is that both teams will have a couple of days off to recuperate as Cantrell misses on the second. But yeah, we're hoping that's going to be a fun game. Again, it was all Man at Man earlier this year, 85-56, and what was a surprise in that 1 versus 2 matchup as Reed, short jumper, no good off the back iron, rebounded by Meadows.
I don't look for that game to be a blowout.
Muncie, wow, nice spin move inside as he tried to go up and under on the layup but couldn't finish. He saves it.
Muncie's got some moves. He just hasn't been able to knock one down tonight, unfortunately for him.
And he saved it, but into the hands of Davis. Now over to May, wide open 3, airballs it. That's uncharacteristic and rebounded by Salmons.
You won't see that often.
Now quickly up ahead, Muncie behind everybody as he didn't get back on defense in time, but he's there to benefit on the layup for his 13th point.
And Tulsa still battling here, Chris. Not willing to give up just yet.
56-31, 6.5 minutes to play, and now a foul on Meadows. As that will be team foul number 5 now on Tulsa, and that'll be number 2 on Meadows.
And Meadows, yeah, it's trying to D up and just got a little handsy.
We'll see here. Look like they're going to inbound from in front of the Tug Valley bench, or the Panthers, as May will trigger it in.
It's into Davis. He's had a nice game tonight.
Now another nice pass underneath as Hall cut to the basket. He got tripped up. And that'll be team foul number 6.
And again, that's just, was that on Muncie? I don't think it was, but Muncie's down here at the other end of the court.
Yeah, I think he thought the ball was going the other way. But
well, no, I think he thought it was going to be a free throws, but apparently not.
They get the foul on Johnson, so that's his first.
That's the 16 foul for Tolsia. Tug will be shooting the rest of the way.
Only one against Tug Valley here in the second half. As May will retreat back towards midcourt here as they work some clock. So we're down to 6:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Sherrill, tough pass, but Davis able to dig it out. Double teamed his pass. Oh, he slaps it underneath the reed. What a play! Johnson looked like he had the steal, and he literally just slapped it underneath. What a perfect play.
Did you see the smile Sherrill had on his face when he did that? He was like, I didn't even mean to do that.
Wow, that was an incredible tip pass. If we get it up on video production,
yeah, I'd like to see that. That was a nice play. One you'll be seeing for a while on highlight reels.
And that's been the type of evening it's been. It's bounced Tug Valley's way.
And Garrett Lester missed it. Way to go, Garrett.
Well,
now you're starting to see the subs come in.
Yeah, Hall is the first one to check out as Muncie, long three, no good, gets it back. He'll jack another three. This one's short. Rebound underneath, tipped around, as saved by Cantrell and taken by Salmons as he gets the foul on Holgrove as he pump faked and dove into him.
Yeah, Salmons is the master of the pump fake and just the guy jumping into you.
That's the second time tonight he's been able to draw a foul on that.
Yeah, he really has done a nice job with that.
And Salmons with 4 points on the evening, one of the seniors on this Tolsia ball club. Again, Muncie is the only one in the starting lineup that'll be back next year, but Salmons, Meadows, Johnson, and Cantrell, this will be it for those 4 seniors.
And you hate to see it because, honestly, Chris, this Tolsia team is a very talented squad and really just an unfortunate section to be in for them because I think about any other section, they probably would have been in Charleston.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that this was a team, all 3 of these that were left were teams that definitely deserve of being in the Charleston Civic Center as Salmon sits the second. And that's going to draw a timeout by Tolsia. We'll step aside as well with 5:35 remaining. It's Tug Valley leading at 58-32 as you're listening to and watching Region 4 Section 1 basketball right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Climate Campbell, we pride ourselves on providing classic service.
You get a firm that's concerned about you, your family, as well as the legal process.
We combine the newest technology and digital tools
with our 35 years of experience
to help you get more than the insurance company wants to offer.
Traditional service,
contemporary techniques.
It'll never go out of style.
Call 346-5990.
Steve, is that your car?
No, it's a rental.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive.
Out of the timeout, baseball pass down the length of the floor. Great catch by Reed, and he'll lay it in as he's got 12 points now.
Wes Unseld out there throwing the ball down the court.
Looked very close to it. 60-32 now, Tug Valley. Over to Meadows in the left corner, and he'll bury a 3.
And Tolsia finally gets one to drop. 1 3-point land, and now they're just down so much right now, Chris. They got to try to find a way to battle back.
Yeah, they're trying full court pressure here, but Reed able to beat it, puts up a floater in the lane, no good. Rebound fought for him, Salmons tears it away.
I think Salmons was actually surprised he came away with that one.
We're under 5 minutes to play now here in the fourth quarter as Cantrell, he's fouled on the way to the basket by Davis, and that'll send him to the line.
And Salmons just kind of jerked that ball away from Davis. Almost didn't realize he had it. I actually had to stop and adjust his goggles there. The Horace Grant look is alive and well. And not that there's anything wrong with that, folks. That's a compliment if you know me.
Free throw up and good by Cantrell as we get the Seinfeld reference as well. Cantrell with 2 points now on the evening. He's 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
I didn't even realize I'd done that.
Second free throw good as well.
I just like Horace Grant. And we get a timeout, full timeout, Tug Valley.
So with 4:52 remaining in the ball game, we'll step aside again for another 60-second break as you're watching the Region 4 Section 1 semis right here on WVOW and Video Productions.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital. Now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, and 2020 makes it 45 years of offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They're the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, and Logan with its own crematory. Contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
The road to total savings starts here. Thornhill GM Superstore. Find new roads to 119 in Chapmanville, your hometown full-service Buick Chevy GMC dealer. We are professional grade and community strong. Expect the best and save thousands with Thornhill.
Tug Valley on their way to a matchup with Man on Thursday in the sectional finals as they took control in the third quarter with a 24-6 quarter, as they lead it 60-37 right now. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush here with you. Tug Valley ball out of the timeout. As full court pressure still here by Tolsia as Hall gets it in for May in the backcourt as he'll bring it up against Muncie. Muncie riding him hard down the floor, tried to strip him from behind, but May gets by. Now he'll bring it back out, swings it over for Reed. As Tolsia chasing hard right now, but unable to catch up, and Reed gets free into the lane, and he hits another floater as he gets it to rattle in.
And that's a good shot there from Reed as the pressure is really not affecting Tug Valley. 3 for Tolsia.
And Meadows unable to hit, but rebounded by Salmons out to Johnson. His 3 no good. Rebound fought for, and there's Meadows again on the glass. Gets it out to Muncie. He forces up a 3. It's an air ball. Another offensive board saved by Cantrell. Muncie's pass off of Salmons and into the hands of Reed. So 3 looks there for Tolsia. And Reed might have got tripped up there by Muncie by accident, and that's going to be the 4th foul on Muncie now.
The Tulsa faithful are none too pleased with that call.
And that'll send Tug Valley to the line, as that'll be the 7th team foul with 4:04 to go.
Thornhill autograph, let's see if there was a trip. Yeah, he just tripped. It was unintentional. Muncie didn't mean to trip him, but it did happen.
As front end of the 1-and-1, no good, but there's Colgrove getting the rebound for Tug Valley. Now he's looking for help. Gets it over for Reed. Laser pass inside to Davis. My goodness, these guards for Tug Valley, just such great court vision.
Great court vision, and the bigs are in the right place at the right time, and Tolsia just does not have the length to combat what Tug Valley can do.
Now it's at 64-37 in favor of Tug Valley. 3:39 remaining. They get it up top for Johnson. He had it poked away by May, but they're going to get a reach-in foul on May.
Reed was halfway down the court with the ball. Goodness, he is fast.
And that's going to be the interesting part on Thursday night. Again, just the speed, the athleticism, and the all-out grit on both ends of that ball game between
and the
man.
length. Both teams very long.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have some nice matchups on the inside with Ball and Colgrove, along with Tackett and company. I mean, it's going to be interesting with Davis down there. So there's all sorts of matchups to look for in that game as Salmons hits a 3 from the near corner.
Salmons knocks that one down and gets Tolsia to 40.
64-40, 3:09 to play as Reed breaks the pressure across the timeline, gets into the middle. Another great pass underneath the Colgrove. Man goes down and Colgrove lays it in.
It looked like Salmons was like a fish in a boat, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I caught you on that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Meadows, he'll pop a 3 from the top of the key and hit it.
And you can hear Tulsa saying, really, now they're starting to fall?
Yeah, again, they were just so streaky all night tonight, and it just got it going in the second quarter, but just couldn't keep it there. Wow, what a give and go from May to Hall, then finished by Colgrove underneath.
Unselfishness, that's key there. And
Johnson misses a three on the other end. He comes up a little gimpy after that. Yeah, just the unselfishness you said, Nathan, just full on display right now as Reed drives to the right corner with 2:18 to go. Double team, throws it back up top for Hall. They'll work on the clock now, leading it by 25. Now they give it inside for May. He drives in and he's raked across by Muncie, and that could possibly be an intentional foul. But he does go up to May and say didn't totally mean to do that, but that'll be the 5th foul on Muncie.
Yeah, and that'll do it for him. And many of the faithful here in attendance are heading for the exits.
And again, it was hard to find a parking spot coming in here.
Not when you drive small cars like us.
Yeah, I was going to say I was able to finally find one over near the tennis courts there at the last second.
Really? I parked right out front.
Yeah, I'm guessing some of the tennis and Little League crowd might have cleared out a little bit by the time you got here.
I just like to say I get pretty inventive when I park.
I'm going to say you sound like my late Uncle Guy. Ask Danny Kidd. He used to have him brag about parking spots all the time.
Anywhere can be a parking spot if you believe in yourself, Chris Kidd.
It's 23 points now in the evening for May as he hits the first free throw. Second free throw up and good as well.
You see the Hillbillies are headed out off the stage, and as they've seen Tug Valley.
And you hear the Tug Valley faithful chanting, "Bring on the Billies," as they exit. Now a rebound for Tug Valley, up head to May, bounce pass to Hall, layup is off the mark this time. So yeah, they're going to get that rematch that they wanted as Meadows goes for three from the left side, no good, rebounded by Sorrell. Long pass out for Colgrove with 1:45 to play. He'll hold up and wait as it's 70-43 Tug Valley.
And the thing about that matchup will be, Chris, as May lays one up.
And got to the glass again for his 26-point.
The thing about that Tug Valley matchup is even the winner and the loser both still have a great chance to go to state tournaments.
I wouldn't be surprised to see both there regardless, as Salmons misses on the baseline jumper. Again, the only difference is if the loser on Thursday night will have to go on the road for the regional final, the winner will be at home. As now just a quick timeout here to get the subs in for Tug Valley. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here, but now we'll see what Coach Maynard elects to do with his seniors. You know he wants to give them a send-off as well, possibly.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll see some of the reserves come in for Tug Valley. And it's a big win for the Panthers. Many of the faithful are headed for the exits, and we will get the matchup that we wanted to see, I believe, Chris.
Yeah, and in the first game between these two, it was just a complete blitzkrieg out of the gates by man. Again, Tug Valley took a quick lead, and then it just disappeared and evaporated and completely fell apart. In a matter of minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And man just completely took them out of that ball game, and it was never really close. But I'm like you, I think this second matchup is going to be a much different affair than what we saw.
And something tells me that neither coach showed their hand, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of tricks still left in the playbook for both squads. So that'll be a fun one on Thursday. And ball will stay with Tug Valley. Minute 13 to go.
And 72-43 as Man was able to run away from Sherman after a tight first half, winning at 66-38. And now after this game was an 8-point game at halftime, it's been all Tug Valley since as ball's knocked out of bounds, and we'll go over to Tulsa. So they have 1:11 left in their season.
And you hate that for Tulsa because, again, Chris, in another section, I really believe this Tulsa team's in Charleston come first couple weeks of May.
Meadows' three is there as he converts on another, as that's his third this quarter and fifth for the game now. But yeah, again, 3 of the 4 losses for Tulsa this year, all coming out of this region to either Tug Valley or Man, and the other loss was an overtime 1-point loss to South Harrison.
Well, I mean, and look at what Tulsa accomplished this season, Chris. I mean, being ranked in the top 10 in Class Single A, a win over 4A Huntington at Huntington.
Yeah.
Just an unreal win for Tulsa. And, unfortunately, with the way the sections came out, they just ran into, in my opinion, the 2 best teams in Class Single A. That's really what it comes down to. I think Man and Tug Valley could very easily face off against one another in Charleston in a state final if the seedings come out that way.
As Nick Alley missed on a running jumper and the ball knocked out of bounds, it'll stay with Tug Valley. And now you see Meadows being taken out of the game as he gets an ovation from the Tug Valley, or Tulsa fans rather, and Again, gets a hug from his coach as he goes to the bench. And like we said, these are the toughest moments right here as a senior, regardless of the sport, knowing that it's your last game. They get it out. Three-pointer blocked by Cantrell. Saved, though, for Tug Valley. Driving the baseline, trying to find an opening is Brennan Pack. He'll kick it back out for Isaac Deskins. He'll take the three. No good. Rebounded underneath with 25 seconds and put up and in by Buddy Markham, the 6'3 freshman.
Yeah. Tug Valley, the future is bright with them as always, and a great mullet right there on number 2.
Three for Cantrell, off the mark, no good. Rebound fought for, taken by Trey Brumfield for Tulsa. He'll jack up a three from the left wing, no good. Rebound comes down for Pack. He'll race up the floor, and that will do it as Tug Valley puts on the afterburners in the second half as they run out the Tulsa Rebels and end their season with a 74-46 win here tonight. Well, Nathan and I will step aside for a break, and we'll come back to recap tonight's action here from Middleburg Island as you're listening to and watching the Region 4 Section 1 semifinals right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs. And your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, and 2020 makes it 45 years of offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They're the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, and Logan with its own crematory. Contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
74-46, Tug Valley dominates the action here in the second half as they set up a date with #1 man in the Region 4 Section 1 Class A Finals on Thursday. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush here with you. Let's run through the final scoring on both sides, starting with Tulsa. They were led by Gavin Meadows with 17 points, followed by Jesse Muncie with 13 points, Austin Salmons with 8 points, Tyler Johnson with 5, and Robert Cantrell rounding out the scoring with 3 points on the evening. On the other end for Tug Valley, leading all scorers tonight was Caleb May with 26 points. Then you had Ian Reed with 14 points, Ethan Colgrove with 10 points, Justin Hall with 10 points, Easton Davis with 12 points, skipped over him, sadly, I apologize, and Buddy Markham with 2 points to close out the scoring for Tug Valley. But look at that, Nathan, all 5 starters in double figures for Tug Valley.
And that's how Tug Valley does things, Chris. They're, they usually go about six-guy rotation. You'll see them, Davis, Colgrove, Reed, May, Hall, and Sorrell, and that's really about the way they do it at Tug Valley. 6 guys, and you ever notice they play 6 guys? Nobody ever looks tired.
Yeah.
If that tells you anything about Tug Valley. Great season for Tulsa. Nothing at all to hang your head about if you're the Tulsa Rebels. I think they did a great job this season, and that Huntington High win is a marquee win in my opinion. I think that's a win that they're going to be talking about for years to come at Tulsa. And if you look at our bracket on Video Productions, you see it. The date has set Thursday, 7 o'clock. you and me, dinner, and then after, no, I'm kidding, 7 o'clock, the Hillbillies at Tug Valley will be here in Willie Acres Arena. 11-1 man Hillbillies against the 10-2 Tug Valley Panthers for the Region 4 Section 1 Class A championship.
Yeah, Nathan knows dinner always comes after.
That's true. Hey, that burger you made the other night was awesome.
That's great. That's what I said. I learned how to cook during the pandemic, so at least I was able to do something of value. Over
I got a
that
Chris
time.
Kidd leftover, and hey, ladies, I'm telling you, he can cook.
Well, I appreciate the shout out there, and even all the ladies who are still like, it's okay. Well, you look now on Video Productions for our Boone Memorial Hospital Player of the Game.
Who else?
Yeah, Caleb May. Again, just a dominant performance tonight. 26 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds for the junior, and again showing why he's one of the premier guards in the state of West Virginia, regardless of class.
Absolutely, and big game for him, and congratulations to Tug Valley and to Man High School, both tonight moving on, and both will play at least 2 more.
Yep.
So good for both of them. One will play a home game. One will go on the road after Thursday. We get the rubber match here, what would have been the rubber match here at Willie Acres Arena. So looking forward to that. And I know Tug Valley is excited, and I know Man is excited. So we're going to crown as a champion on Thursday.
And again, make sure you're with us tomorrow here on WVOW and Video Productions. Again, we will have the girls regional final to see who goes to Charleston in the girls state tournament as the Logan Wildcats taking on the Winfield Generals as Kevin Gertz's club trying to fight their way back to Charleston after a big win in the sectional finals the other night.
Huge win.
And again, that's going to be a fun game. Again, we saw a very, very tight game between Winfield and Logan in the regional final a couple of years ago, and looking forward to another one tomorrow. So make sure you're with us. We'll start the pregame at 6:50 p.m., 7 o'clock with the tip-off of the girls' regional final between Logan and Winfield.
And that's win or go home right there.
So, again, it's going to be a fun week, and tonight was night 1 of it. So, again, make sure you're with us all week here on WVOW and on Video Productions. So, for Garrett Lester, our engineer on Video Productions, Emma Gardner, our camera operator on Video Productions, Terry Bucklew, our engineer in the WVOW studios, Nathan Bush, I'm Chris Kidd saying so long tonight from Willie Acres Arena as you have been listening to and watching the Region 4 Section 1 semifinals right here live on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.